You guys, grab your teacups because this one's piping hot. Tyler Perry? Oh, he's done playing Mr. Nice Guy. Yep, the man who literally rescued Meghan Markle and Prince Harry like some modern-day fairy tale godfather, complete with a sprawling mansion, private jets, and round-the-clock security, is now slamming the brakes on that generosity express and asking the one question no one ever thought would come from him. Where's my payback?
And like me, who get tired of helping people and watch them dog you out.
And honestly, can you even blame him? Like, hello? We're not talking about spotting someone a latte or letting them use your HBO login. We're talking about an $18 million, 0-cent dollar Beverly Hills estate. Jets, security, VIP level, everything. This was no casual favor. This was a Hollywood level rescue mission. Let's rewind a bit. Picture it. 2020. Meghan and Harry had just made their dramatic royal exit, and they were out here floating like confused influencers without a brand deal in sight. Enter Tyler Perry. Out of nowhere, he swoops in, offers them his estate, rent-free, full security detail, jets on standby, the whole dream package. And Meghan, she lapped it up like it was her birthright. Like, of course Tyler would do this for her, because why not? Fast forward to today, and let's just say Tyler's had enough. No more fairy godfather, no more free rides, no more silent support. Tyler's not just annoyed, he's making it clear to the world. He feels used. And oof, the timing of this couldn't be worse for Meghan. While her PR machine is out here bragging about how she's raked in $16 million, 0 cents since she ditched the royals, Tyler's on the sidelines squinting at that storyline like, wait, what? Where is my cut? And listen, this isn't even about petty drama. Tyler's juggling a $260 million, 0 cents lawsuit from an actor accusing him of harassment. The third accusation, mind you. The other two, they mysteriously disappeared after a whole lot of noise. Settlements? We don't know. But what we do know is this man's got legal fees stacking up faster than a Netflix queue. Meanwhile, Meghan is off launching jam brands and striking poses on magazine covers like she's never even heard the word stress. But here's what really lit the fuse, and oh honey, it's wild. Apparently, Meghan had the nerve to reach out to Tyler again, asking casually, like she was asking for a ride to brunch, for his private jet. Yep, no heads up, no logistics, just a breezy, hey Tyler, mind if we borrow your jet real quick? Like she was asking for a cup of sugar. And when Tyler said no, Meghan flipped out. Sources say she wasn't just irritated, she was furious. That right there, that was the breaking point. Tyler was done. And baby, that's when the leak started. All those whispers about Meghan being difficult, cold, controlling, oh, they weren't just whispers anymore. Now Hollywood was talking out loud. Suddenly, people who used to keep their lips zipped were calling her out, saying she's a dictator in heels, that she had staff crying in therapy, and that she uses people until they've got nothing left. Because here's the truth, Tyler Perry, he was her shield. He protected her. And now that shield is gone, everyone feels safe to talk. And let's get something straight. Tyler isn't out here tossing money around just for fun. He said it himself. He doesn't even help his own family. And his mother used to ask him to help relatives, and he'd be like, nope. He won't even let his son ride in his private jet. So why did he give Meghan and Harry everything? Maybe he believed in their whole freedom from the royals sob story. Maybe he got caught up in the fairy tale they were selling. Maybe, just maybe, he thought he was doing the right thing. But y'all, it gets messier because Tyler claims Meghan went around using his name in pitch meetings, telling Netflix and investors that Tyler Perry was backing her projects, implying support that didn't even exist. And once word got out that he wasn't actually involved, those investors ran for the hills. Now her big dreams, her glitzy future deals, yeah, they're hanging by a thread. Tyler's name opened doors, but now that he's slamming those same doors shut, so is everyone else. And Meghan, for all her hustle and glamour, seems to have forgotten one golden rule: don't bite the hand that literally gave you shelter, especially not when that hand is holding receipts. Oh, and Tyler's moves since then? Oh, honey, they've been anything but subtle. At an industry gala, when a reporter asked him about Meghan, he flashed a tight smile and dropped the shadiest line ever. Some folks borrow blessings like they're owed, but never return the favor. Mic drop. That quote, it went viral in Hollywood faster than a leaked scandal. Everyone knew who he was talking about. Executives started pulling back. Calls from Meghan's people suddenly went unanswered. Her name? Radioactive. And Tyler? He didn't have to say another word. The message was loud and crystal clear. This wasn't business. This was personal. So now Meghan, she's scrambling behind the scenes. We're talking full-blown panic mode. She's got projects in the pipeline, proposals on desks, deals mid-negotiation, but suddenly everyone's pressing pause because once it got out that she had name-dropped Tyler Perry to boost her brand without his blessing, Oh no, that was the kiss of death. One studio exec didn't even sugarcoat it. He said, and I quote, "We're not buying into a fantasy pitch wrapped in someone else's reputation." Yikes. And it gets worse. Meghan, clearly desperate and seeing everything fall apart, started firing off texts to Tyler. Not just texts, emotional messages, voice notes, the whole guilt trip special. Sources say she was furious, but also panicked. She accused Tyler of trying to ruin her image. Can you believe that? She went all in, reminding him how he's Lilibet's godfather, how they saw him as family, how much they went through together. But guess what Tyler did? He left her on red. No replies, not a word, just pure silence. And in Hollywood, that kind of silence speaks volumes. When someone like Tyler Perry goes dark, you don't just lose a connection, you lose the entire network. That bridge, it's not just burned, it's been nuked into oblivion. Why? Because Tyler was done being taken for granted. He's not some softie who hands out free rides just because you called him family once. He's always been intentional about who he helps. He's literally said, "Once I'm done, I'm done." So when Meghan treated his generosity like some never-ending credit card, he saw that for what it was: manipulation. Oh, and there's more fuel to this blazing fire. Reports say Meghan had the audacity to pitch a documentary on power and freedom, using subtle nods to her connection with Tyler. And not just that, she implied he was involved. Can you imagine? So when that little tidbit made its way back to Tyler, game over. He wasn't just irritated anymore, he was insulted. He felt used. His generosity was weaponized in a game of Hollywood clout chasing. And for a man who built his empire with no handouts, that was the ultimate betrayal. He felt played. And then, as if that wasn't enough, Meghan's public image started to spiral. All those rumors that people used to whisper about, that she was controlling, cold, a nightmare behind closed doors, suddenly they had weight. Because now, Tyler Perry wasn't denying them. He wasn't backing her anymore. And in this town, that silence hits harder than any headline. Instead, she used his generosity like a branding tool, a piece of set decoration in the grand image she's been building ever since she and Harry left the palace. To the public, she framed it all as a beautiful friendship, a bond, trust. But behind the scenes, it was transactional, one-sided, strategic. That's not friendship, that's marketing. And now that the mask has slipped, the entire industry is watching the fallout in real time. Because let's be real, Meghan's not the first person in Hollywood to burn a bridge. But burning Tyler Perry's bridge, that's career suicide. And Tyler isn't just sitting back letting karma do its thing. He's quietly letting people talk. He doesn't need to go public. The people around him, the assistants, producers, insiders who've worked with Meghan, they're doing it for him. And guess what? They're not holding back anymore. The stories are brutal. The staff members who needed therapy, the manipulation, the impossible demands, the way she would charm you one minute and cut you the next. The pattern is too clear to ignore. Before, people were scared to speak up. Now, they feel liberated because the one person who made it all seem okay, the one man who made Meghan untouchable, has left the building. And with him, so has her last shield. And it's not just about Tyler Perry anymore. This is bigger. This is about an entire narrative falling apart. Meghan built her post-royal brand on sisterhood, empowerment, overcoming adversity. But what happens when the people who helped you start telling a different story? A story about being used, a story about being manipulated, a story about being discarded the second they're no longer useful. It's devastating, not just for Meghan's public image, but for the future she was building. Those multi-million-dollar production deals, now unstable. Those brand collabs, now under review. That Hollywood reputation in shambles. One executive was overheard saying she overplayed her hand. She forgot who helped her get here, and now no one wants to play. It's that serious, because when someone like Tyler Perry, who helped her without asking for a thing, who gave her a safe place when she had nowhere else to go, gets turned into a pawn in her power game, people pay attention. He wasn't just a godfather to her child, he was a godfather to her image, her comeback, her freedom story. And now, he's done. And he's taken his blessing with him. So what's next for Meghan? That's the million-dollar question. Can she bounce back? Can she rebuild trust in an industry that now sees her as toxic? Maybe. Hollywood loves a redemption arc, but the road's gonna be long, lonely, and full of doors that used to swing wide open, now bolted shut. Because the truth is, in a world built on relationships, gratitude matters. Loyalty matters. Humility matters. And the one lesson that's echoed loudest from all of this, don't mistake kindness for weakness. Tyler Perry gave her the world when she needed it most. And when she turned around and treated that kindness like a bottomless well, he showed her what happens when the well runs dry. So Meghan may still smile for the cameras, pose for the covers, and post her filtered narratives, but behind the gloss, Hollywood is whispering. And Tyler Perry? He's not whispering. He's silent, which in this town is louder than anything she could ever say.